cross-cultural relationships, mythbusters.
Okay, we'll talk about what people assume of us and people who are in relationship with
Different cultures.
yeah. So the first one that we always have is when I go to a meeting or meet people and I start speaking English, and then they say, "Oh, your boyfriend must be foreigner, because that's why you speak English." Is
bullshit.
It's total bullshit.
And the same with me.
Language, yeah.
People think, oh, you speak Thai, you must have a long-haired dictionary, meaning that you have a Thai girlfriend or whatever, which is again a lot of crap.
Yeah, it's not like we don't teach each other languages at home.
No, and first of all, our base language at home, apart from doing these kind of things, เราพูดภาษาอะไรกัน
We'll speak Thai at home.
We never speak English anyway.
Yeah.
But I spoke Thai long before any relationship with anyone, and Gam spoke English long before that.
Way long, yeah.
But because they look at หน้าตา, they look at the way we look, and they make these assumptions about us.
Yeah.
And can I just say then, if you're looking at learning a language, I think...
Yeah, you can learn from your partner. It's like universal fact.
Yeah.
It doesn't work.
If I tried to learn something from you over the long time, I might ask you one or two things. Is this right?
And then if you ask me again on third time, I'll get like angry, just irritated. I'll be like, just do it yourself.
Right.
Do something. Come on.
So
don't ask me.
You can't realistically learn something over the long term with your spouse.
Yeah.
Long-haired dictionaries are a myth. They don't work.
But I do believe that there are people out there that actually learn languages or other skills from their partner, which is good for them. I mean, if that worked out, I mean, you know.
Yeah, you can learn together.
Yeah, you can learn together.
We're learning together. We're doing stuff in philosophy and things now, and we might download some books or whatever and listen and discuss that.
Yeah.
But you have to be careful that it doesn't get competitive.
Like I always get competitive.
Yeah, like recently you wanted to learn French, and I don't think it's a good idea. I don't speak French yet.
Yeah.
But I don't think we should learn French together because it will just end up in fights.
In tears.
Yeah. And also even advice in general, if you ask advice or you're learning to teach and you don't take what they teach you, you get angry.
You'll be like, so what did you ask? You're an asshole.
Yeah, fine. I won't teach you anymore.
Yeah, it just doesn't work. So people who assume that we speak language because we are together is not true at all. And I don't think you should be assuming that to anyone either.
No. If they speak a language, they've put in the hours.
Yeah, it's true.
And they've done it.
They just speak a language. They just do. It's not because someone...
And I guess there are some relationships out there where the person doesn't speak English or the language of the spouse and they don't speak Thai. I guess it's bliss.
I don't know how that works. I mean, I don't know.
You see it though, right?
Yeah, I know, but I just don't know.
What do you talk about?
I don't know. Like, I couldn't imagine myself in that kind of relationship.
But
if it works, hey, if the shoe fits, wear it.
And maybe that's the secret to a blissful relationship is mutual unintelligibility. Anyway, that's the first myth. Okay, so the second topic.
The second topic would be people would assume that you somehow be wealthy.
Because you're with a foreigner.
Yeah.
So you had a story recently, right?
It could be true. I mean, I don't know, but recently I went on a wedding dress shopping with my girlfriend. She's getting married by the end of the year, and she just rent out the island, a private island.
The whole island by herself.
By herself, and we were looking for a bead wedding dress. And then when we mentioned that we are going to do the whole beach island thing, and the designer said, "Oh, your fiance must be a foreigner then."
What does he do?
It was like out of nowhere. He wasn't asking about him at all until she mentioned that we just ran out the island.
So he never assumed that she would have it in her to actually do it herself.
Or why can't he assume that it's probably be a Thai guy? It could be a Thai guy. It could have been a Thai man.
Right.
Why would it have?
And wealthy Thais would outstrip many of the wealthy foreigners.
Yeah.
But this is just one of the preconceptions that you rich must be married to a foreigner.
And the truth is, she spent half of, they split the cost.
They split it 50-50.
50, because that's how it is, right? In the Western world, they do the wedding. Usually the bride is, but she has like a lot of wedding reception, so they split the cost.
And she's very successful in her own right.
Yeah. So I was like, why did you even mention that? Like, what does that to do with anything at all?
So myth number 2 is just because somebody is Roy, has money, or just because somebody...
Or living a lifestyle, good lifestyle.
It doesn't mean that
their boyfriend or their girlfriend
is a foreigner.
It's a foreigner, and they're supporting them.
Yeah. Okay, so that's myth number 2.
Yeah.
Myth number 3, I guess it goes into that. So I don't know why it is that across Asia, Indonesia, Malaysia, Thailand, there's this thing, and you got to face facts that usually it's the girl marrying a foreign guy.
Yeah.
There is an assumption that the guy must go according to the local customs and traditions and do everything if he's going to marry the local girl.
Yeah. You can't talk to me about that. I don't know. My parents are not one of those, as you have experienced them. They don't really care.
How do you feel about that? So how do you feel like about that as a Thai woman?
Because I've been raised different way. I think differently, and my parents, as you can say, they're very like
different.
Hippie. They're very different. So they don't really care. They just don't care. Like, to be honest, if you know my parents, you just know that they don't care. They're not into this stuff.
But like in Thailand, like there are things called like sin sot, is like the dowry that women expect to get from the guy, and you're expected to do certain traditions, Buddhist traditions for that, and no matter what the religion of the guy is, normally you come across and do that stuff, right?
Yeah.
I know in Indonesia, if you marry a local, or Malaysia, Bumi Putra or a Pribumi, you should convert to Islam. Do you think that the guy should? No.
Like, well, if the role changed, if it was me, would I want to change? No.
And
But I mean, like, there's some relationship that's give and take, right? Some people they just have to do it. I guess that's how it works. Maybe for us, it will probably not gonna work that way. But for some people, they just want to be together so much, and they just have to give in.
That's the expectation. But I maybe it's controversial, but I would say that if a Thai or any cultured woman or guy wants to marry somebody from another culture, there are two different things. But it's like working for a company. If you work for a Western company, you can't expect that they're going to use all local policies in the company and have to toe the line. Maybe they come and I do a lot of cross-cultural training. They kind of get to know it and they work, but they choose to work for that Western company for some of the Western company benefits.
No. And the funny thing is that a lot of people who like Thai always like, I'm very Westernized. Are those that totally not. Yeah, they're always like, I grew up in the States, like this and that. But when it comes out to culture and tradition, they're very old school. Yeah.
And they expect it, and they say, no, you have to toe the line. You have to pay this. No, you have to do this before we can get married, or before we can do this and that. Yeah. But some people, they ask me, and they'll call me in Thai and say, พี่เจช่วยบอกแฟนหน่อยได้ไหม Can you please tell my fiance that he has to do this because it's Thai tradition? And sometimes I might, but sometimes I'll just say, look, you want to marry him, especially if you've gone and found them overseas and they know nothing about Thai culture. Why should they have to toe the line to Thai culture? Why don't you tie the line to their culture? Or if it's a really good relationship, find a way to communicate and meet somewhere in between. I think
with a lot of female it's like that rule. I have a vagina, I made a rule.
Yeah, and
it's come down to that at the end of the day. Like, I made a rule, and then you people just kind of have to play.
We're talking about vaginas. I'm getting sweaty.
You see?
See, they control the world.
Yeah, but I mean, is it fair? It's not, but
I don't think it's fair, and I think it's something that has to be spoken about. Yeah. But I think as far as any lady or guy, if you're marrying a foreigner, really think about it. But why should he give in to your culture? Yeah. For example, if you really want to say that, I am half Indian, right?
Yeah.
So on the Indian side, if you're taking it, the dowry is given by the female side to the guy's family.
Yeah,
in Thai culture, the dowry is given from the guy to the girl.
Yeah.
So what is going to be happening if we are doing this together? Oh my
I don't think my
goodness
parents
gracious.
No, yeah, exactly. So, but then again, it has to be, if in a cross-cultural relationship, it has to be a compromise, right?
So I think it comes down to, it's a relationship between two people, not the families.
Yeah.
And parents who say, "Oh, I love my kids and I do it because I love you." Really?
But then that, it goes deeper into culture, right? You can't, like, I know my parents are different. I can't speak on behalf of other family. But I know, like, I've been blessed with my mom and dad because they don't really force me into believing in anything that I don't, and they just open to whatever I want to do.
Right. But you've seen, and I guess we've both got friends that they even avoid dating or looking at marrying the type of people their parents wouldn't want them to be with, right?
Yeah.
So
it's just a culture thing. Culture is a dangerous thing.
So I guess from all of this, there are many myths around cross-cultural relationships.
But just don't assume when you see, an Asian girl with a white guy and just assume stuff that, oh, she probably speak English because of him, or she's rich because of him, but she can work.
Yeah.
Probably smart.
And oftentimes smarter than the guy.
Yeah.
Look at us.
Yeah, living proof, baby.
Okay. That's it for this time. Stay tuned for the next episode. This is South by Southeast. I'm Stuart Jay Raj and
Glam.
Bye.
Bye.